This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Fox News posted an article over the weekend that has its readers. I know it's shocking that there are actual people who read, who are Fox News audience members, or write for that matter. I'm going to read some comments. But has the audience apoplectic at the thought that Barack Obama and Bill Clinton and Joe Biden would be ranked higher by historians and social scientists than Donald Trump. In fact, the headline even buries the lead about Donald Trump's ranking. It's not until you read the article that you find out that Donald Trump is ranked dead last. And I got 3 or 4 comments I want to read, but first, give you a flavor for the article. Here's the headline from Fox News. New presidential rankings place Obama in top 10, Reagan and Trump below Biden. And it isn't until you read, I think maybe the second or third paragraph, that you find out, oh no, it's the first paragraph, that you find out that not only are Reagan and Trump below Biden, they're way below Biden. They're in like normal president territory, and Donald Trump is ranked number 46. Let me see. Number 45. I say 46 because Grover Cleveland was president twice, non-consecutively, and that's why there's fewer presidents. Anyway, here, let me read this article. A new ranking of presidents by a group of self-styled experts determined that Abraham Lincoln is America's greatest president, while Donald Trump ranks dead last. I added the dead. Lincoln topped the list of presidents in the 2024 Presidential Greatness Project's expert survey for the third time, following his top spot in the rankings in the 2015 and 2018 versions of the survey. According to a release from the Presidential Greatness Project, which touts itself as the foremost organization of social science experts in presidential politics, the 154 respondents to the survey included current and recent members of the President's and Executive Politics section of the American Political Science Association, as well as scholars who have recently published peer-reviewed academic research in key related scholarly journals of academic presses. That's the qualifications. That's who they are. That's what they do. They are subject matter experts. Doesn't make Fox News audience members happy, but we'll get to that. The respondents were asked to rank presidents on a scale of 0 to 100, with 0 being a failure, 50 being average, and 100 being great. Rounding out the top 5 in rankings were Franklin Delano Roosevelt at number 2, George Washington at number 3, Teddy Roosevelt at number 4, and Thomas Jefferson at number 5. Trump was ranked in last place in the survey, being ranked worse than James Buchanan at 44, Andrew Johnson at 43, Franklin Pierce at 42, and William Henry Harrison at 41. So anyway, I wanted to get to the other rankings of the more recent presidents that you might be interested in, and then I'm gonna show you one thing that I think is very funny. Then we'll get to the comments. Ronald Reagan, George W. Bush, and Trump were more likely to be ranked higher by conservatives or Republicans, with Reagan being ranked an average of 5th by Republican respondents, Bush 19th, and Trump 41st. So even by Republican respondents, Donald Trump was at the very bottom of the list, number 41. Among Democrat respondents, Reagan was rated an average of 18, Bush 33, and Trump 45. A similar partisan divide was noticeable for Barack Obama and President Biden, who ranked an average of 6th and 13th, respectively, among Democrat respondents, and 15th and 30th by Republicans. Bill Clinton, a Democrat, was ranked higher by Republican respondents, 10th than he was by Democrats. I would agree with that. But here's what's interesting. Remember the other day, let me find this while I'm talking here. The other day when Donald Trump made a comment about wanting the market to crash. He made a declaratory statement that he wants it to crash before he has an opportunity to get back in office because he doesn't want to be a Herbert Hoover. Remember that? Well, obviously, if he is number 45, he is below Herbert Hoover, but he is not far behind. Number 36, we'll just throw it on screen here. Number 36, Hoover, and all the way down to 45 is Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is considered worse than Herbert Hoover, the guy he maligned, maybe accurately, the other day while he was opining about his desire for the economy to crash. Now, let's get to some comments from Fox News viewers. First of all, while I was taking screenshots of this stuff, you could see up here at the top, 10 people are typing. That number fluctuated the entire time I was there from as high as like 15 or 18 all the way down to like 3 people. They're furiously typing away their opinions. But get a load of some of these comments about this article that you just heard. Please list the poll questions. If you've taken a political poll, the questions are usually slanted. And if you ask a majority of people about the accomplishments of presidents, unless they are history buffs, real history, not woke history, they don't know much about any president in office before they were old enough to see a president impact their families. As though books don't exist. Red Queen 993. Like, I have no idea of what took place during Eisenhower's presidency or Nixon's presidency because I wasn't cognizant of politics yet. Come on. This is a response to that. I had the pleasure of being called by Quinnipiac 2 or 3 times a year for about 15 years. 3 years ago, it got heated. So bad that I put my wife on the phone. Strangely, I have never been called back. Jason, so angry, cracked the code. Here's another one. This is 1911 something shadow band. I mean, are these... This is entertainment in and of itself, just to see these idiots who are taking the time to comment on a Fox News article, what their names are. 154 people? Who were these people? What city did they live in? My bet is... quote, Presidential Greatness Project is a group from Columbia University polling people at a Starbucks in the Village. What a joke. Obama above Reagan and Trump. Just look at the accomplishments. The wars, the deaths, the economy. Yeah, economy was really banging when Trump left office, wasn't it? The deaths. Do you mean the over 1 million Americans dead from COVID? Is that what you mean? 1911 trip shadow band? Dipshit? One more. Very apt, very on point for Republicans. I mean, without saying, well, this is not woke history, that's what they're saying here. The description of the respondents, quote, current and recent members of the President's and Executive Politics section of the American Political Science Association, which touts itself as the foremost organization of social science experts in presidential politics, as well as scholars who have recently published peer-reviewed academic research in key related scholarly journals or academic presses, quote, unquote, can be shortened to lefties. So if you're a subject matter expert, if you have published research in a journal that has been peer-reviewed, you're a lefty. You're not an expert in the matter at hand. Your advice and your knowledge cannot be relied upon because you're a lefty. Expert equals something bad for Republicans. Educated means something bad for Republicans. Someone who publishes research that is then peer-reviewed is a bad thing for Republicans. So I just wanted to share this with you. I found it satisfying. That's the word. I found it satisfying that there's so much heartburn over the fact that Donald Trump is universally understood, except for MAGA land, universally understood as the worst president that this country has had the grave misfortune of having served in that office. What do you think? Where would you rank Donald Trump? You can comment below. That'll help the algorithm to trigger YouTube to recommend this channel to new viewers. That would be great. I expect to see a whole bunch of 45 or 45th. Trump equals 45th place. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a troll army of Trump supporters will find the video. What do you think, though? I'd love to know. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I hope I didn't already say that. I got off track. Anyway, follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook. Make sure you're subscribed. That is the most important thing. Well, not the most important thing, but, you know, in the scheme of things, it's important. There's certainly more important things. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.